Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Doing some more Grand Tactician Civil War. As we kind of left off last time, we did capture and then I say capture, we're in the process of capturing, but we did fight off attacks as we move in on Nashville. And the enemy over here is trying to recapture Chattanooga. So we've been thinking maybe doing some more recruitment, though our money is stretched pretty tight. So that's been a thing. We are also looking at a couple of different possible military upgrades, but what we're really trying to save for over here is the cavalry carbines, if I can find where that is. I'll show you what that will look like right here. So basically it would let us get some more weapon production going, specifically for our cavalry units, get them off of those big groups that just have mixed weaponry, so that we can actually make them a little bit more effective again. And then the other thing that we're really looking at doing is looking to get our economy in better shape. Whether that's going to be through things like more market reforms or, some of the potential for better trade deals or, that kind of thing. So that's the kind of thing we're looking at as we dive right back in. I will say, I don't know why this army has anybody that's unhappy, but they do. The other thing that we're really doing is we're really starting to press in and see if we can't put pressure on Virginia. And it looks like we're going to go ahead and start this off with a battle. Another battle. Right off the bat, they just don't want to give up Nashville, which, I mean, it's a state capital, and Tennessee is slowly being captured. So I guess I can't blame them, right? Like, they got to make some stands, they got to push us back. So them fighting consistently makes a lot of sense to me. Well, apparently we are on the attack, which doesn't quite make sense to me, but okay. Starting out at 6 o'clock in the morning, so I have some hopes here that we won't have to make this a 2-day battle, but we'll see. You never know. See if we can't cross here, I think. We'll just move up the entire army first. Kind of give you guys a little bit of an overview of the plan. I'm going to try and cross here. And then swing this way with the army around to our left, extreme left. And come in, set up over here and then march in from there. Maybe set up right on the edge of town kind of thing and march in. But we'll see how it goes. I'm also thinking I might cross here, even though there's not going to be roads for a little bit, and march up this way, just in case they have defenses set up in the town. So we'll see. Our cavalry units are going to be a good scouting force again today. But whatever happens, I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so there for a brief second. Yeah, so they're here, not in the town itself. So that is fantastic. So what we'll do is, we'll come up we'll cross here, come up this main road to about right in here. And then just go across. Yeah. Go across, not in the town itself. I don't want to expose our troops to more cannon fire than they just absolutely have to be. And kind of set up over here and then move in using, this tree line and the edge of town as a bit of cover. So, yeah. I don't know what anybody else thinks of that, but I think it's a good plan. All right, everybody, welcome back. We're slowly getting our troops in position. We've issued final orders for pre-deployment. You can kind of look at what that's going to look like here. A heavy left. And a cavalry infantry mix on the right. I think what I will probably do is try and engage more heavily with my left. Maybe have my artillery right here next to these houses to fire out if I can, or maybe move them up here to give myself a little distance between the artillery and their units. But that's kind of my thought, is we'll have a push on the left to try and sweep them up, and as we start pushing them there, then we'll really start moving to kind of collapse them on the right. Which is not to say that the units on the left will get all the way up there before our units on the right move, but just a level of where the main push is going to come from, I think, is going to be on the left. So. Though that movement from our infantry through the town, while I wasn't really excited about it, did give us some good information, which is that the enemy has done their artillery reforms. Their artillery units are a lot bigger than ours now. And that is something that we will have to take into consideration. We'll have to get bigger artillery units going. That's not really a matter of discussion anymore, right? We need our cavalry getting better weapons, but we really have to have some parity, or what's going to happen with the artillery is that they will be able to counter battery fire us into oblivion, and then we won't have any way to protect our troops or stop their artillery dominance. And it is true that most, not all, but most of our casualty rate for what we're inflicting does come from infantry. But the flip side of that is that by eliminating our enemy artillery, we also do a lot of morale damage, which can be a big factor as well. So we don't want to lose our cannons, our big guns. So, and I do apologize. I am slightly sniffly as well, so not sure why my commanding general is way out there, but you know what? Life is weird sometimes. There we go. So it does look like they're set up to defend against the road. So yeah, we'll go with the plan to attack from the left first. See what mischief we can cause. So. Who they were shooting at, but we're going to go ahead and get on with this fight. That artillery dominance is going to be, I feel like it's going to play havoc with us. Yeah, we're already losing one of our units. We might be able to save our artillery units here. We'll see. Alright, looks like we're forcing them to move a little bit. So the plan does appear to be working. Slowly. I'm not sure if this is a mask. No, it's not a mask. It looked like it there for a second, I won't lie. The enemy is retreating. Well, let's keep going. They've got units we can mess with here, so. Alright. That is a successful battle, everybody. And we didn't lose either of our artillery units. Neither one of them fled, neither of them are destroyed. So I'm going to count that as a fantastic win. And we're just going to let time play out here. See how things go. Alright, well, it's another short episode, but I appreciate all of you coming and watching with me. As always, feel free to leave comments, tips, and suggestions. And I will see you guys on the next one. Dragonheart, signing off.